Dear students, in this episode we shall cover statistical of data and preparation of maps, representation of data through point symbols, line symbols, area symbols and line graphs. Curves which include moving average curve, cumulative average curve, polygraph, curve plotting on semilog scale, diagrams and types of diagrams like bar diagram, simple bar diagram, line and bar graph, multiple bar diagram, compound bar diagram, pie diagram. Maps and types of maps. Statistical of data and preparation of maps. Representation of data. The data describe the properties of the phenomena they represent. In general, three classes of quantitative data: those that can be represented by point symbols, and those that can be shown by line symbols, and those which can be represented by area symbols. Point symbols. The dot maps are prepared to show the distribution of phenomena such as population, cattle, types of crops, etc. Dot maps provide a visual impression of relative density, but one cannot get absolute figures from them unless one counts all the thousands of dots. Most of the dot maps show the distribution of single phenomena. On a multicolored dot map, dots of different colors can be used to show more than one phenomena. The size of the dot depends upon the density of the element to be represented. In a dot map, the chief problem is the selection of a suitable size and value of dots. The dots have to be equally placed within each administrative units. Dots should not be placed on negative areas. For example, distribution of population on water bodies. Various accessory maps like physical, relief, etc. should be consulted to demarcate negative areas. In some cases, the density of the element is so high in certain areas and sparse in certain other areas. In such cases, we have to use 2 or 3 sizes of dots standing for different values. This method is especially useful to show the urban and rural population. Line symbols. One-dimensional diagram such as line graph, polygraph, bar diagram, histogram, age or sex pyramid, etc. come under line symbol representation. Two-dimensional diagrams such as pie diagram, rectangular diagram, three-dimensional diagrams such as cubes, spherical diagrams are also included in line symbols. Rivers, roads, boundaries of administrative units also drawn by line, but these are not drawn to scale. Line symbols are also used in many thematic maps. Isoplete maps, chloropleth maps, flow diagrams, etc. and some climatic maps use line symbols. Area symbols. Area symbols show qualitative values. A forest area may be shown by any symbol, but this representation does not necessarily show the real extent, nor does it show the density of the trees. Line graphs. The line graphs are usually drawn to represent the time series data related to the climate. Population curve plotting is one of the important ways of representing statistical data graphically. To construct these graphs, time is given on x-axis and the production or growth on the y-axis. To give a comparative picture of change in more than one commodity, one can draw curves for each individual commodity.